Wait, I have to give you some backstory to this video. I wrote a script kind of thing for a YouTube video idea I had back in 2023 and I've never done anything with it. I forgot about it until recently. I accidentally found it again on my Google Drive. Since I recently decided to actually go ahead and start YouTube, I thought I will finish what I've started almost 3 years ago. I hope you enjoy. I used to have Minecraft on my tablet when I was 12. It was the first time I played the game. Until then, I was watching other YouTubers play it, thinking, that's what I want to do one day. Obviously, I didn't have the right equipment or knowledge to do that, so I played it on my little tablet. I definitely paid for it. I played some old version of the Pocket Edition, where the world was a few chunks wide and the resources were fairly limited. The enchanting table was not working, you weren't able to use it or do anything with it, it was just a block in the game. I still had so much fun. Fast forward a few years and I got an Xbox 360. Many things have changed. Lots more to do in the game. It's full of new features compared to the old awful version I played on the tablet. Most of the time I was in a super flat world where I was messing around, building houses and blowing up random stuff around that left many and many holes in the ground, which later I filled in by hand. I remember I followed and built a whole villa by following a video I watched on YouTube. As I built the first house, I built another one next to it, and then another one across the road, and that's when it hit me. Why don't I make a city? This is the time I decided to build houses all around the area and connect them with roads. There were some questionable houses which obviously are not really houses, more just buildings, but I'm listing them anyway. A mini Hunger Games arena where me and my brother would play Hunger Games, just 1v1, and a Sky PvP where I didn't know how to set up areas where you can't hit each other, and I'm not even sure if the game had comments or anything like that. Either way, it wasn't just a creative world where I'd build, it was a creative world where I would have fun. Me and my brother.
Hello.
I built a farm, our old house, a factory where they made Formula 1 cars for some reason, and many other things. Until the fateful day comes, we're moving, and not just houses, but countries. Now I don't remember all the details about where the Xbox went, but one thing I do know, and it's that I don't have the Xbox anymore, and I lost the world with it. All the time and effort and memories are just like that. Gone. I mean, I still have some memories of it, obviously, but not all. I don't remember all the other buildings I've built, and all of the fun I had, and all the secrets I hid. So, I miss it. I kept playing Minecraft when we moved, but I played on a really bad laptop and I was on servers playing Sky PvP and built stuff on my own plots on other servers. I kinda moved on. I still like building, I just didn't build. I didn't have another creative world like the one I had on the Xbox for another 5 or 6 years, but I'll get to that in a second. After the bad laptop, I got a PlayStation 4 for myself where I got the game again and I was playing regular survival with a friend. But one day, I created a creative world, not a super flat world like before, it was just a vanilla Minecraft world. I flew around a little and I ended up on a spot that was pretty flat for me to build. Only thing in my way were some trees. I had no idea what to build. I stood there, I was thinking to myself, it's been so long since the last time I did this, how do I even start? How did I start? I was doubting myself like this was something really important. Well, it was important for me, but at the end of the day, it was just a game. I started building something that exists in real life. I wanted to just get in the groove. And then, when I was almost finished with it, I destroyed the house. I hated it. I'm pretty sure I took all the effort to destroy the house block by block, one by one, and then I left the game. I didn't go back for a while, didn't open the world at all, until one day I decided to try again. I didn't build an existing house, I didn't try to copy something. I started building and told myself, I don't care what it will look like, I will give it a shot. And that's how this house was made. I wasn't too happy with it, but it was something. I knew that I haven't built anything in years, and if I keep building, I would see improvement. I was going to stick to one style, just wood and nothing else. Keep it simple. However, later on I decided to move on from that and expand my vocabulary. That sounded better in my head, to be honest. I changed building styles, and one building after another, the one house became 2, then 4 and 8 and so on. It reminded me of the old world, how I started with no intentions and ended up with a town or a city. It happened again. I was feeling so good about this creative world. I felt like that 13-year-old kid again, building goofy houses in my super flat world and not caring about anything. It was like that for a while, but the more I built, the expectations for myself were getting higher. I had to build bigger, better, and more to top the previous buildings. I would spend hours and hours building houses, and then I would spend even more time terraforming the potential building spots, doing it all by hand. No comments or anything. At some point, my friend, who I played that one survival world, joined and helped me build some stuff as well. We were unstoppable. We would go from one building to another, and in no time this world became much bigger than my old world that I started with. My building skills improved, and I had a creative outlet that, looking back, I kinda took for granted. My friend would gradually show up less and less, until it was only me, again. But that did not stop me from building. I kept going. It was a way to run away from my problems, which admittedly isn't the best thing to do. But one thing I do know, and that is that none of us are perfect. Either way, doing this helped me feel better by the end. I turned my negative feelings into creative outlet, and this makes me think, did I always do that? Was my old world the same for me as it is now, or did it become this? Did I do it for the same reason and just never realized? I had so many questions that no one could answer for me but me. And to be honest, some questions are better left without answers. As time kept going, I would add more buildings to this world that I created. In the meantime, I managed to save up enough money to buy myself my first real PC. I really wanted to play Minecraft on my PC, but this world was stuck on my PlayStation 4. I asked myself, how can I continue without the limitations of the console version of the game? I began researching stuff online, trying to find out how to get this world saved from my console to my PC and potentially to Java version of the game. I found out that if you create a Minecraft Realms world, you can select your existing worlds for that realms, and this would allow people to join through PC as well as console. So that is what I did. I made this world accessible through Realms, I joined on my PC, and with that, I had the world save files. All I had to do was convert it into Java, and then I'm set. I found a website that allowed me to do just that. I uploaded the file there, waited for the website to do its thing, and when it was done, I loaded the world. And there it was. Years of progress and memories on my PC instead of my console. The possibilities were endless. I can use any resource packs, shaders or mods. So many things to do. But it just wasn't in me anymore. I stopped building. I kept loading into that world to build, but ideas became something I would chase but never catch. My expectations were too high for me, and anything I would start building just wasn't enough. I gave up. I closed the game and didn't go back for a year. Even after the break, whenever I'd open the world, I would just use a shader and just walk or fly around the world. I stopped building and started only joining this world to feel nostalgic. I hated this feeling. I always listened to music while building these, and everywhere I look, I remember what I was listening to. With that, nostalgia became just sad. Every time I joined, I would end up feeling sad. Sometimes I would try and build something again for old time's sake, but again, my expectations were too high and nothing would be good enough to keep around, and I kind of just got used to that. I also got used to feeling sad when I joined, so I would just join on late nights when I was already feeling sad, because it would give me this safe feeling like I know where I am and I know I can be sad here with no one judging me for it. It was just a safe space where I could just not be okay, and that would be okay. I had a book that I placed in this one chest, and I would put the date and time in it whenever I visited that place and remembered that the book exists. I would also leave a short note about how I'm doing, what's bothering me, and things like that. I made peace with not building in this world anymore, but I kept coming back to it. I couldn't let go for some reason. I think I'm too scared to let go of this world because I had no choice but to let go of my first creative world, the one on my Xbox. That kind of hurt me as a kid, and now I don't want the same thing to happen to me. I don't want this world to become nothing but memories. I want it to be something that I can actually join and look back at. Once or twice I actually almost lost this world by accident when something got corrupted and the world just wouldn't load in. Fortunately, I had a backup file somewhere and I didn't lose a lot of progress, but some stuff like notes and signs are missing now. I created this world for myself and built everything for myself. I never planned on showing this to anyone, but throughout the years I had shown a handful of my friends, and some even joined to build something small. Yeah, these buildings look out of place, but I always look at them and it makes me smile. To this day, I wonder if I will ever go back to building anything else in this world, or is it just going to be a place where I can feel nostalgic and whatever other emotions I get from flying around and looking at everything that I have created, and some even with my friends. I also wonder if I should just move on and let go, but I think I will leave that up for the future.